Good morning. It's me, Angie from Learn Love Tarot, here to bring you messages of guidance using the energies of the daily moon cycle to help you align with your best and highest good. These messages are timeless as energy is cyclical, so trust that you found it at the right moment. I would like to thank you for sharing your energy with me. And if you'd like to stay connected and receive messages more specific to your story, be sure to subscribe to the channel. And if today's message does resonate with you, let me know that by tapping the like button and sharing in the comments. And to learn more about me or book a personal reading, you can just visit my homepage. So, good morning, everyone. We have reached the halfway down the roller coaster portion of our cycle that I talked about on Monday. So, at the top of the cycle is our full moon or was our full moon in Virgo there, our yin energy. We are at the halfway point of the third quarter moon, which is all about where we decide if we're going to stick with the old plans or make new plans. And at this point, if we haven't yet put our arms up to say we, this is, where even if we may not want to let go of something, where we may need to. And we have to figure out what the message or the conflict or challenge is. So again, basically sticking with the old plans or keeping the old. We did have Capricorn enter the moon enter Capricorn this morning, very early here, Eastern Standard Time at 3:28 a.m. So bossing up with our emotions and not allowing our emotions to control us, but rather to guide us. We do also have tonight a Venus Cazimi. So love is indeed in the air. And this is when the sun conjoins with Venus retrograde today, and that is in Aries. It's at 2 degrees 39 minutes, which we round up. And this is all about seeing ourselves in the context of being in relation to others. Okay. And a conjunction simply brings empowerment, it's opportunity, intensifies because you have those two energy bodies joining up. So it joins forces, right? It conjoins. So, in our channel messages today, with the numerology of the day, 3 plus 4 plus 9 is going to give us our angel number 349. In addition to that, when we add up the energies of today's date, we get a 34. So that number may resonate with you for any reason. 34 years ago was 1991, which is a palindrome or a mirror energy, the 1010. So it could be something even connected to October and the 1010 portal that we stepped into energetically this past 2024. Freudian slip could be 23 or 24, whatever you stepped into 1 or 2 years ago in October could be relatable. Please let me know in the comments. With the 7 energy of 3 plus 4, that brings in the energy of a chariot, which is a yes energy. The chariot's all about willpower, triumph, focus. Okay. And it's timing wise in just a few moments. It's when the yin and the yang energies touch heads, those horses join forces and move in the same direction. And this is also our Merkaba energy of the soul chariot. As you'll notice, he does not have any reins because his soul here is guiding that chariot energy. Now, the sister energy to that is the tower. That's a 1 plus 6 equaling the 7. And this is about a point of reevaluation, reevaluating this path that our chariot may be on. Now, with that Love is in the Air song, I find it interesting because of the duality of this sister energy, the chariot being a yes, the tower being a no. It can also simply be surprise. So maybe we're surprised that our willpower, our focus, that yes, this goal has been hit, and it's like it's about time. With the Love is in the Air song, he does say, I don't know where I've been foolish, and I don't know where I've been wise. So I want to see what lessons here with the 22 energy, the 2 plus 2 of the Emperor. So that 22, as you guys know, has been coming up a lot in the energies of the cards and in numerology. So I feel like this is what was leading up to this day, the Sun and Venus retrograde coming together, maybe perhaps for a love surprise. I also got the song of Selena Gomez. I Love You Like a Love Song. So that may resonate with you. Had no idea that it was released in 2011, which is another 22. Now, at the moment of this joining, 9:07 p.m. tonight, Eastern Standard Time, so adjust that to where you currently are in the world. Um, but as that comes together at 9:07, adding those digits together here is going to be a 16 energy of the tower. So again, this love surprise energies, finally seeing ourselves in relation to whatever one-on-one relationship that is for you. We also have a 22 here at 10:16 this morning. Again, the tower. The sun was at 2 degrees 11 minutes, also a 22. And then we have the other energies that have either shifted position, or I just wanted to show you those dates, those degrees and minutes so that you can look in your chart for any planets that are at 3 degrees. So anywhere from 2 to 4 degrees is going to be within that 1 degree orb if it's not exactly on it. Those planets will also be lit up no matter where they are in your chart or no matter what planet it is because of that Kazemi energy. Okay. I did also notice this too inside of the Pluto energy at 3 degrees 23 minutes, which is a 3-2-3. So we have that trine energy on either side of this coupling, right, of these also balanced energies. So I think that's really interesting. And lastly, 323. Lastly, we have Black Moon Lilith is only a half degree away from moving into the depths of Scorpio. And that is going to be very interesting energy. It's rebel energy, exponential, right? It's going to go deep. Okay. It might be deep passion, whatever that is for you. It may feel extreme. So definitely have a look at where the Scorpio starts in your chart, where that energy starts, so you can kind of be prepared for that energy to be exemplifying, right? Just expanding. And lastly, we have our little journal questions up here at the top. Because of a retrograde, it's always about the re's as a reminder. So here's just a few: revisit, reveal, release. All of these, my notes will be attached in the description box below. And what I want us to look at is, how do we learn about love? How was self-love modeled, or was it at all? And how do we play out these same patterns, whether that is for our highest good or whether that challenges us within every one-to-one relationship we've experienced. Okay, so notably as well with this Venus Cazimi, again about new or renewed love stories, we are halfway through. Thank gravy, halfway through this Venus retrograde, because we've had 40 days and 40 nights to get through it, and we are half halfway there. 20 down and 20 to go. No accident that's 20 down and 20 to go would be a 22 energy. So not surprised at all. I'm going to go ahead and grab my earthy deck here. And you know what? That's the one I normally want to use, but I was actually looking for and didn't see it, and now I do. I'm going to be using the Tarot of the Divine because it's a little more, has a little more stories to tell, a little more diversity, and I like that. Okay, we don't just paint the world with one or two colors, there's all the colors. So I just want to get a general story here out on the board as far as where this Venus Cazimi energy is heading, where our chariot might be taking us today, where this triumph may be, what might be happening here in a love surprise. And I sure don't know where I've been foolish, and I don't know where I've been wise. So I may even use Liz's deck there to look at hopes and fears or foolish versus wise. Okay, hello, Capricorn Moon. Here is the shedding of the old skin energy of the snake and knowledge, holding that coin. Knowledge is power. Anything in the 3D. The Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn energy, of course, and this is all about pre-Empress energy. Where are we going next? And it's a feeling of, okay, we've got the majority of the idea, and we are the senior in high school of all the queens, and we're about to decide what we do next. Where's this chariot going next? So when that card flies out, our deck is ready. So let's see where we go with the Queen of Pentacles theme here. So this situation is the root of connectedness. And this is the tree of life that has many roots that branch out: work, love, family, creativity, every life area, ancestors, our patterns. The opportunity is the moon. So we are, the opportunity is for clarity. The moon can be about confusion, it can be about secrets. And look at that, she's halfway across the bridge. So a lot of halves energy. She's halfway across the bridge. And it was funny because the first time that I pulled these cards, I'm like, what are those animals? And we couldn't tell if they were raccoons or what they were. And here in the book, the author purposely made them ambiguous so that it could denote the confusion that can sometimes be felt with the moon energy. But the moon energy does also offer healing, Cancerian vibes, and Cancer and Capricorn are actually on an axis. So those are opposing or sister energies that learn from each other and help balance each other out. In the recent past here, whatever the halfway of the 180 degrees, so that the moon degrees move from 0 at a new moon all the way around to that 360 to complete a 180. The halfway journey, or up the top of the roller coaster, would be that one when the moon reaches 180 degrees. So Hanged Man energy of the recent past. We're again at the halfway point. So we are almost down to that 360 degrees. So once we hit a third quarter moon, the top of the coaster is 180. Halfway down would be this 270 energy. A 2 and a 7 is a 9, which is an energy of completion. So perhaps you are ready to take yourself out of the tree of life here. We've gotten the clarity that we need, and we have felt like we've received those messages, that enlightenment, that aha. It may still be completely, not totally 100% clear, but we're getting there. We know at least where we're going. And we've got the 10 energy of the Wheel of Fortune. So that is all about energy first, right? So that's our state of mind. Nothing can change outer circumstances other than our own energetic frequency. Right. So if we change our perspective about something, then that will ease the suffering or the feeling of powerlessness. So, all challenges are created from a lower state of conscious. So, if we're feeling an energy as a challenge, pause for a moment, realize that that is a lower frequency. So we can look at a tower as, oh my gosh, not again. This always happens. Please don't say that, because then you're going to make it true. So is it an energy of, well, at least I get to be right then, because I knew there was going to be a struggle, so struggle happens. It's actually, that's exactly how it happens. If you know something or you feel like, oh, this is what's going to happen, then it does, because that's the vibrational frequency that you're sending out into the cosmos. And then that is the magnetic pole that comes right to you. So by shifting and going, okay, that was just a surprise that I can deal with it. Life is not without change. Life is not without surprise. It's just not possible. But we can all take a beat and learn to look at what perspective we're holding, okay? And then shift that perspective from one of lack onto a higher frequency of, I know this is for me. What am I needing to learn from it? Then we harmonize with the vibration, and we tap into that energy of unconditional love, that it's here for me. And then the outside energies ease. Now, in the near future, the outside energies ease, because we here are seeing the Ace of Cups, which literally is new love or renewal of love. That can be a renewal of self love as well. So keep in mind, Ace of Cups is about pouring into our own heart's cup so that we are not pouring from an empty one. And in addition to that, it raises our vibrational frequency, and then we are not drained or depleted of our energy. We can give, and then we know our limitations of, okay, now it's time for self. I gave and share positive energy today, or with whomever was in your path, and be sure that we call our own energy back home to not be depleted. So in the blocked position was the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is all about leaving behind the cups that do not satisfy our heart. So it could even be that you're surprised that you're ready to finally move forward. And that's this energy here, paddling away from the unhappiness or the view or the perspective of challenge. Our state of being changes and shifts when we shift our perspective, and then therefore the frequencies outside of us shift. So in a block position, that will be a card of non-action, of kind of staying in the challenge, or staying in the level of consciousness that nothing's ever working for me. I'm just trying to get through the day. I mean, do you hear how that sounds? We've all done it. And we get our little honey boo boo sad faces on sometimes, and it's our job to flip that switch and raise our frequency so that those outside circumstances can change. So where we may have been on pause, the block is the pause. It's time to come out of that tree to change that Wheel of Fortune energy, rolling the dice in a different way through a higher frequency. All right, what Spirit wants us to know about this 10 of Pentacles, our connectedness to everything, is all I've been saying. So, Nine of Wands are our patterns of action. It is the end of the nine or the top stair, the end, the last life path number. And that is an energy of someone, if you're a life path nine, you've already been up all the other stairs. So it can feel like this lifetime there are even more challenges because the tests have gotten harder, right? It's just like moving through school. The content increases in difficulty. So if you are a life path nine, just remember that you the OG. Okay. Use your confidence and use your knowledge and wisdom that you've gained to discontinue recreating the same pattern, but expecting a different result. Because the Ten of Pentacles here is a situation, it's on offer. And this is our life. Everything that's connected to us, we have the ability to shift this when we step away from these same ways of being and doing and thinking and perspective. What is the outcome of the moon energy? We have Nine of Swords here, bookending the Eight of Cups. So know that if we repeat this pattern again in the same way, even if we're doing it unconsciously, because the pattern is buried in our subconscious, we don't realize we're the common denominator, then a sign of that would be not being able to sleep, not being able to see that there's something that we need to walk away from. And usually it's within ourselves. It's never an exterior situation, because if we are continuing to remain in that situation that does not feel good to us, that is not vibrationally aligned, it's going to mess with our sleep. We're not able to sleep. We ruminate in our thoughts. Our thoughts take over. We don't realize we're creating this pattern. We refuse to leave something unhappy that would keep us stuck here when you've already learned these lessons. You're the senior, you're ready to graduate here, and the cup is on offer. The love is on offer, and right here, this is where are we? Where have we been foolish in our thinking? Where can we shift our thinking and our perspective? Now, of course, we can't leave it at Nine of Swords there. So, Six of Pentacles, again, that balance, that 3 to 3 on either side, I was seeing there in the Pluto energy, with the two in the middle. Okay. So balance, giving, taking. This is the Four of Pentacles, and this is kind of a hoarding energy. This is holding on to those negative perspectives and thoughts and being stubborn about it. We know it's not good for us, and he's holding on to her anyway. She doesn't want to be there. And I mean, they're two different species, so they have nothing in common, but he's hanging on to her. He's coveting her, right? He doesn't want to let her leave, even though there's nothing in common there. He doesn't even really want this energy. He's just holding on to it to hold on to it. It's that energy of when kids have discarded a toy, but the second another kid starts playing with it, oh, then all of a sudden, oh, I was playing with that. No, you weren't. No, you weren't. All right, justice. There's our balance with that 11 of the twos in the center of that six. The opportunity of seeing our confusion at this halfway point. This is the adjustment we need to make. The old way, the old plan, if that is something that's not working for you, is going to continue not to work for you. Okay, balance is required here to get out of that swords energy, which would be the 10 of swords is the next step to release that, release and let go of that energy because this is done. Whatever situation this is about, again, it could be anything, it's any of the roots. In your life that you are connected to. That does include the 10 of Pentacles as well. This is an opportunity to get to that 10 of swords and see the sunshine and that we need to get up. That soul needs to leave the body, so to speak. That's metaphorical, so that balance can be restored and we can continue up the stairway that we saw. Let's see, today's that we saw Thursday in the Hierophant energy of climbing up that stairway towards a higher level of consciousness. Now, the Page of Pentacles here is how we have gotten this offer in the past. This is all about our theme, and this is how you're coming in here. We're here. Okay. We don't need to be confused. It's just reevaluation. Okay. This old plan, you already know it doesn't work. Okay. It's exhausting. We're not sleeping, and we've got that 99 again. 99 problems, but what doesn't have to be one? What are we making a problem that truly isn't? How are we contributing to this tower energy that makes a surprise and felt in a negative way instead of, right, this is just part of my path. I can look at that with an energy of a 9 of the Hermit and see where I've been foolish, where I've been wise, and what was the outcome of those energies where we've been foolish and where we've been wise. I'm guessing that they're two different ends of the spectrum. So 44, this is what needs healed is coveting something that clearly we need to walk away from and we do not want. To get this offer, this message that we've been expecting or wanting to hear requires our own yin and yang balance, body, mind, spirit of the yang, and body, mind, spirit, and that triangle shape of the yin energy. 444, the 12 of the Hanged Man. Again, it's just 3 ways to show if we keep doing what we've done and don't take action of pouring into our own heart's cup, we can expect another cycle. We can expect that energy to stay exactly the same. And that is repeated here. We're just going to go through this cycle of healing when we hold on to something that is not in alignment. And here the 4 of Pentacles, or excuse me, 4 of Cups is about our heart, right? Not being happy with what we have. There is an actual beautiful live bird singing outside his window, and yet his focus is on the gold, right? The 3D nature instead of the love. When we focus on the love and what the natural beauty around us and having gratitude for that instead of gimme, 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 I'm not I'm not happy with the cups, we miss out. His back is turned to the beauty of that nature right outside his own door. Okay. Speaking of past energies, again, if this is a person for you recycling and you already know you've already been down this path, maybe one too many times, then we know what to expect here. 6 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. Again, 99. I'd rather have the 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups any day. Wish fulfillment, independence, status. The energy, the chance is coming back around for you. So, are we going to take the path we've always traveled, or are we going to take the path not traveled? There's our chariot energy and the environmental energy. 7 of Pentacles. The seeds that are planted are from our words Okay, our thoughts. And there it is. Yay. Okay, so here comes the ending or that last bit of release of the Nine of Swords. And what I say, that is what leads to victory after such a long battle. The only way to shift outside energy is our own energy first. There's no way around that, guys. And this is what that is showing me here today. Okay. So for funsies, let's go through here and look at, I'm going to look at fears and where we've been foolish or where we've been wise. This can even be someone outside of you. So if our, where are our fears of our own self, or if this person is carrying a lot of this sign in their chart, or just are an archetype of that sign, then we will see it here. So this is going to be half and Liz, excuse me, more back to the half of Liz and Gigi's deck, and half of the what lies beneath deck. So what are they thinking and what lies beneath? So where have we possibly been foolish or someone else has? Definitely with that Empress energy coming up to a high energy. I think Liz talked about that the other day to watch out for pregnancy if that's not something that you want or might be afraid of. Just take precautions. If that ship has sailed for you, there might be some kind of other test coming up that we've been a little foolish in our, maybe we didn't prep for it right or something like that. That is crossed by getting a room, hotel, motel, business suit, pleasure, where we've been foolish. What about where we have possibly been wise? Where have we been wise? Where have we been wise? Where have we been wise? Okay, I'll take my flyer and then I'll go Aries through Pisces. There we go. Okay, 2 flyers. Okay, where we've been wise by keeping a promise. Okay, and also we've been wise in just having an understanding that somebody else's unkindness could be stemming from simply from jealousy. Okay, so if someone is unkind to us, it's not anything to do with us. That is their own projection of what they're seeing as we have that they don't have. And that's crossed by fulfilling a fantasy. Okay, that sounds fun. That does not sound bad at all. Okay, so we're going to leave that energy crossing, and then I'm going to go from the top of the deck down to the bottom and look at Aries through Pisces. So we are looking at energies outside of your own self. Where has, I'm going to put this up here actually. Where has Aries been foolish? No more second chances. They used up all their chances with you, possibly, or someone in your life that could just simply be the life area of your chart that there's no more second chances in. Because remember, it's energy outside of you, whether that is a person or any type of situation that you're coming across here, where Aries may have been foolish. Where have they been wise? I think of you when I am wink, wink. Okay. And that kind of balances here of that jealousy, right? And, I'll just leave that one there. What about Taurus? where they have been foolish, family and friends acceptance is needed. So maybe a Taurus kind of showed their butt in some way, and your friends and family are not impressed. Where they have been wise is when they are tapped into their inspirational energy and take action to be inspiring and use that steadfastness for good and not stagnation. Okay, being risk averse, we're taking that chance and it inspires someone else. What about Gemini? Where has Gemini been foolish? Okay. Gemini could have been either keeping a secret from you about you or keeping you a secret. Where have they been wise? They've been wise in the Gemini, the twins. How funny. They've been wise in recognizing that there's a soul alignment for a reason. We have more than one twin flame, and twin flame is about mission. Okay, it's about the victory of the mission. And part of that mission is recognizing our patterns to get in a higher vibrational frequency, because then that, by doing so, raises the vibrations of the people around us that we share an energetic fishbowl with. And in doing so, increases the frequency of the planet, one healed heart at a time. Cancer, where's Cancer energy been foolish outside of you? Um, Getting into their wow wow, falling apart, falling to pieces, everything sucks. Okay. That is exactly what I was talking about. So, where they've been foolish is not being able to shift their perspective quick enough. What about where Cancer has been wise? A new beginning. Okay, we're halfway down to that new moon, which is about new beginnings. And Cancers always want to hold love in their heart. They want to believe the best of everyone. So if we hold the expectation, see how these are opposites? If we hold the expectation that everything is here for me and the universe has my back and everything is working for me, that then shifts the personal vibration, therefore shifting the exterior vibration. What about Leo energy? Where have they been foolish? Where they wanted to reach out and talk or reach for that job, whatever the opportunity was that they chickened out on. Where have Leos been wise? Understanding that they're not perfect, but they are worth it. No human is infallible. And while Leo is a very, very confident, attractive energy, we need to realize that we are human and we are fallible, and to forgive ourselves for those, and keep it moving. Keep it moving. What about Virgo? Where Virgo has been foolish by pretending that they don't care. I feel like we've talked about that either last night or the night before, pushing something off as in, nope, they were a so and so and whatever, let them do them and I don't really care. Well, we do have to process the emotions of whatever that slight was, feel the feelings, and release and let them go and bring in forgiveness, because just pretending you don't care does not does not transmute the energy. Where has Virgo been wise? Seeing that we are a team and together we can accomplish our goals, right? Two hearts are mightier than one. What about for Libra? Whereas Libra been foolish, making some bad decisions, bad choices? Where have they been wise? That they know they want to be there for you, but there are blocks and maybe the timing just isn't right. And they realize that their own bad choices perhaps are energies that they have not accepted or transmuted the pain from, or held themselves accountable for doing. What about for Scorpio? Scorpio, where Scorpio energy has been foolish, someone has been cheating. Remember, that can be cheating themselves too, by not taking an opportunity. So it doesn't have to be in the literal way. Can be, doesn't have to be. Just saying be open-minded. And Scorpio energy, where they have been wise, we can adopt or foster. Maybe that's even with a new fur baby in the house of some sort. Maybe that's volunteering at a shelter or helping in some way to help the animal souls on the earth. I would love to be able to do that all the time. What about Sagittarius here? Sagittarius, where Sagittarius has been foolish, looks like lashing out. I will hurt you emotionally, physically, or verbally. If a Sagittarius, especially if you lie to one or if they've been hurt or lied to, there can be a backlash there. I mean, it is fire, right? Where they have been wise is to bullseye, to really set the record straight and bring forward their understanding of a situation. What about for Capricorn? Okay, where they've been foolish, getting into the drama of it all and not centering and grounding themselves, not seeing the Queen of Pentacles that they are, right? That is a cardinal sign of being the architect, the leader, the starter of projects. And that can, be their own worst enemy there. And where are they wise? Very highly emotionally intelligent. I would say that for sure for all the Capricorns that I know. What about for Aquarius? Where has Aquarius been foolish? Aquarius could have been promiscuous or inappropriate flirting. Where have they been wise? Following their passion. What are you obsessed about? Where can't you get your mind off, right? That is a signal from your body that that is a direction or that feeling. If it's just something that you can't, that you wake up in the morning, you can't wait to go and you go. That's what it feels more like, instead of a negative connotation there. What about for Pisces energy? Pisces could have thrown something away, could have tossed something aside. There are so many in this deck, just as an FYI, if you ever pick it up. Being an English teacher drives me crazy. There are so many edits that needed to happen here. I think this was supposed to say getting found out. I mean, you'll have to let me know what you think, but this is discarding something before you've actually done the work of it, or irresponsibly discarding or disregarding something. And where they have been wise is seeing that, that could have been just an irrational and, out of anger or out of hurt for whatever reason. It wasn't completely thought out. And then where they've been wise is to come and say where they were wrong here with what they threw away. All right, that's the first time I've ever done the all signs like that. Let me know if you like it. I want to thank you again